Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about the June 2021 scent and warmer of the month. I know, it's so exciting. So, I have these here today. I am so excited to dive into them. I have not smelled it yet. I don't know what it smells like. I actually don't know what the scent is. I think it has something to do with apples, but let's dive in and figure it all out together. So, if you are a Scentsy consultant, when you purchase your kit, if you decide to, you will get some marketing materials, also known as flyers, some scratch and sniff stent stickers, which I have to admit, customers really enjoy these. So, and I do too. So like if I ever end up having extras, I'll just go put them in my planner or something if I just want a burst of something smelling good. Because I'm that person. You also get a room spray, some bars. They are in a sort of ice pack, mylar protector sort of situation, so they don't just melt in the hotter months as we kind of get into summer. And of course, in this case, the warmer. So, let's start with the scent. Why not? Let's do it. I'm gonna rip it open and find out. So the scent is called... Ooh, wow. Oh man, I can smell that and I haven't even opened the bars. It is called Appealing Apple. But okay, Scentsy, that was kind of funny. Not gonna lie. I can't decide if that's like on the land of like dad joke or haha, gotcha there, sort of, in terms of joking. But it is Appealing Apple. So let's talk about this. The sugary sweetness of juicy apple and lively pear are even more tempting with a touch of flowering sweet pea. This is in the fragrance family fruity. Now, the top notes are described as Earl Grey tea, pear, and juicy apple. The mid notes are green tea, jasmine, and sweet pea. And the base notes are spring crocus, white moss, and musk. Really, spring crocus. So, fun story before we actually get into sniffing this. Crocus are those little like white or purple traditionally. Sometimes there's other colors like yellow. Little flowers that typically at the beginning of spring, once snow is kind of melting away, like if you're in the Midwest where I grew up, they were one of the first flowers that would start springing up when you knew that like spring was on the way, or like we're getting out of the gross weather finally of winter, because the crocus would start blooming. And I don't necessarily remember them having a super strong, distinct scent from the top of my mind, aside from like the soft floral fresh scent that you get with a lot of smaller flowers. But it was something that we had in my grandmother's front yard and backyard near our trees, and it was just like a fun thing to be like, oh look, the crocus are in bloom, so you know, spring's around the corner. Anyways, fun story. Has nothing to do with this particular scent other than that there are spring crocus in the base notes, and that's how you pronounce them too. All right, so let's smell the scent. Appealing apple. All right, here we go. This is giving me some mad Johnny Appleseed vibes. Slightly more muted, less juicy Johnny Appleseed vibes. Which I'm not surprised, because they did mention pear and juicy apple in this. So they're dead on with those two. Oh, okay. The bottom of the bar, very different vibes. You still get the apple and the pear, a la Johnny Appleseed style. But you do get that sort of tea note. Now this isn't like tea as in like winterberry apple tea sort of note. Not like that strong of a tea vibe. But there's almost a... You do get a little bit of a floral there. It's more subtle. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way and be like, oh my gosh, florals in here. Definitely far more fruity. But I think like the moss musk base note kind of gives it a little bit more of a muted quality rather than just being straight up apples and pears. And I think you get like the transient jasmine and sweet pea interim that gives like that hint as they're describing it, a touch of flowering sweet pea. It's like a touch of a floral without being overwhelmingly floral. Like there's like a slight hint of it, but it's still mostly apples and pears. But you do get like that green tea vibe, the green tea Earl Grey sort of like, it's a tea vibe, but it's not like a hearty winter tea. That's so interesting. I'm curious as to like how this would compare side by side to Johnny Appleseed. Like, I would guess right out the gate, both of them would maybe smell very similar just because top notes are probably very close. But I think as this mellows out, this one's going to have more of a tea musk sort of vibe. It almost gives like a little bit of a berry vibe to me more than just straight up fruity apple. And I think it's like that mix of the jasmine sweet pea kind of. Yeah, the more I smell it, the more I pick up on the sweet pea. Maybe not as much on the jasmine, but definitely sweet pea. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that as this warms, like you'll start and get like that burst of juicy apple and pear, and then it's gonna mellow out to this kind of like fruity take on a sweet pea floral. Further like neutralized by like the two tea notes, like green tea, Earl Grey, and then that sort of mossy musk finish to kind of like broaden the depth of the scent. Yeah. Yeah, but it definitely like if you like Johnny Appleseed, you're probably going to be fairly interested in trying this one. They're at least at first sniff, like right off if I just go like, hey, it's like a version of like a less juicy, watery version of Johnny Appleseed. Yeah. But it's good. It's good. It's definitely appealing. I would pick it up. This might go in my club, honestly. Is it more better than Johnny Appleseed? I don't know. I'll have to warm it and let you know. Johnny Appleseed is still probably my favorite apple-based scent. So, anyways, let's move on to our warmer of the month, which is called Chromatic. I am super stoked about this warmer. This is a 25 watt warmer, so you know what that means. We are going to be playing with colored bulbs because that's what we do. Chromatic is described as add bold, rich color to your space with the stunner. Color-plated glass is shattered, then sections are hand-placed, creating a dazzling mosaic that radiates even more beauty when lit. I'll give you a sneak peek right here. Look at that gorgeous thing. So fun story, and this will be a $55 warmer available for $49.50 in the month of June. It is a 25 watt and 6.5 inches tall. Now, funny story about this warmer. So I saw this and I absolutely fell in love with it There was in Party Light a warmer from their collection, from their, oh my god, I want to say it's the Glimmer and Glow collection or something like that. That's not what it is. It's Mystic something. Now I'm just gonna bother me. Party Mystic Glimmer. That was the warmer. So this is just for reference because, you know, me having to point things out. So once upon a time, Party Light had this warmer. Come on, just show me the picture. It's not going to show me the picture. Hang on. I'm going to do this. I'm determined because this is important now. There we go. Okay, so Party Light, a few years ago, or even soon older, had a warmer called Mystic Glimmer. They had a whole collection. It was like a votive tree light holder and a tea light candle holder and a hurricane candle holder. And then they also had an electric wax warmer with a similar finish. Now, completely different design in the sense that Mystic Glimmer, or I'm sorry, Chromatic, is more of a like in the clouds warmer dupe in sort of style, isn't it? Whereas this one's was a very tiny warmer. I actually do have this one somewhere. This warmer particularly was kind of like small, so it was not a 6.5 inch sort of monster warmer, and I loved the glass effect on it, and so seeing that Scentsy has one in a similar style, the long story short of this is I'm very excited for this warmer. And the fact that I can use colored bulbs in the warmer, because with the Party Light one, while it had a similar sort of finish on the outside, the downside with their warmers is that they use like a built-in like LED heat element situation going on, so that you can't actually replace the lighting component if it burns out or fizzles out, even if the hot plate component to it is still functional. So not only can you not change out and give it colored bulbs, but then if the LED component wears out, which lights wear out ultimately, you won't be able to replace it, and then it's just a non-lit warmer. So that's kind of a bummer, but hey, Scentsy to the rescue, right? All right, so that being said, let's take a look at this warmer. So this has a clear bulb. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Okay, I lied. This is much better. Well, not necessarily better, but definitely different than the Party Light warmer. Because that one was definitely like a mosaic of purples and greens specifically, because it was a Christmas warmer, or a holiday warmer, however you want to say it. This one, however, oh my word, it has every color, and I am living for this. Okay, yeah, this is way different. I mean, it's the vibe of like the kind of like mosaic situation is similar, but in terms of the actual like color variances and options in this, oh my god, this is so pretty. So pretty, and I love that they use a dark grout. And what's even prettier, I don't know if you can see from here, but it looks so even prettier on the inside. I almost wish it looked that intense on the outside at first glance. But I feel like the outside has a little bit of like a mirrored almost finish to it. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Kid in a candy store. Literally kid in a candy store. Okay, let us put the bulb in this warmer and light it up and see how it looks, because I may have to get another one of these when they are released. This is just so pretty. Oh my goodness. Cannot wait. All right. Undo our little twist tie and plug it in over here. All right, are we ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love it. I absolutely love it. And you know, the cool part about this is because of how the glasswork is done, no two warmers are going to be the same. So like mine has like this big blue section, has more of a big yellow section, kind of like a red section, but then it only has like a little itty bitty purple section on mine. But you might get one that has like a giant purple section. So that's the really cool part about warmers like these, is because no two are going to be the same, and the color gradients might be different. To the point where, you know, that's half of the fun and excitement with it. You never know what you're going to get. I might get a couple of these because I really like this. But then maybe, you know, maybe I'll find one that has more purple in it or something. Super gorgeous though. All right, speaking of colors though, this is a 25 watt warmer, so you know what that means? It means you can use colored bulbs. Now, obviously when you get it, it's gonna come with an, ouch, very hot, very hot 25 watt clear bulb. But you could put in a green bulb, for example, if you were like, I like the mosaic finish, but I wanna get creative. And make it all shades of green. So now like your yellow section becomes more of like a yellow green, your blues become teals. That's pretty cool, right? Or you might be like, you know what? Green is really a cool color, but it's just not my vibe. I am all about the reds. Red, 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 red. And then my dear friend, all you need to do is get a red bulb and go to town. And then you get shades of red. So you get some parts where it looks like more of a scarlet, crimson, ruby. You get some other parts that look more orange, amber. Some other parts that have like a green tint to it. Oh, that's cool. But then you might be asking yourself one day, hey self, what if we're feeling like an autumnal vibe? And yourself might respond with, hey, you should try out an orange bulb and see what that looks like. And you're like, all right, why not? Let's find out. And then you get this kind of amber-esque glow that gives almost more of an antique, vintage quality now that I'm looking at it, relative to the clear bulb, which will give you a brighter, more clarity to the color tones. But this would be so great if you have like any sort of art glass or sort of like a throwback vintage theme. It gives you a little bit more of that warmer tone. Now then, here's where we get a little bit more exciting, interesting. What if you're like, hey, I want something more on the cooler tone of things, you know? Or I'm just feeling a little bit blue today. Well, we got you covered. Echo, turn off the chandelier. Now this is, just like with anything, our blue bulbs are a little bit dimmer. So you'll see more of the vibrance in the evening or in darker lights, but it is still nonetheless beautiful. And this would be great if you wanted a nightlight effect rather than bright blinding. And remember, because it's a mosaic, depending on the warmer you get, that will determine kind of like how the color throws. Now, my personal favorite is always purple because I'm a purple fanatic, but it's also great if you want a dimmer lit situation. So let's see what happens when we put that one in. Ho, 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 ho. All right, I'm sold. I'm getting another one of these. At least another one. That is gorgeous in the purple bulb. It gives off just enough of a beautiful glow. And depending on what side you have it in, the purple looks more bluish purple or more reddish purple or more pinkish purple. That might be my favorite. I know, it's a toss-up between the purple bulb and probably the clear bulb. Let's get now that we have the lights off, let's put the clear bulb in one more time just to kind of compare what it'll look like in a darker room. Here we go. See, and there you really get the color tones coming out more. So it is quite bright with the clear bulb. Keep that in mind. If you're looking for a dim warmer, this is not it, at least not with the clear bulb that it comes with. Obviously, if you use one of the other colored bulbs that we picked, it would look different, maybe dimmer. My vote would be for the purple one if you really want a dim variant on this. Echo, turn on the chandelier. But there you have it. This is Chromatic, and gosh, is it gorgeous. Oh my goodness. So this will be available starting June 1st. Now, with some of our other warmers of the month, especially ones like the succulent warmer, such a mouthful to say, they may sell out. If it does, there's most likely going to be a second chance pre-sale, but keep that in mind, that if you do the pre-sale version, you may be waiting a few months until they are able to get more product in. So my thought is, if you really like this warmer, reach out to your Scentsy consultant if they maybe purchased the kit, or reach out to them to see if they can place a pre-order for you. Or take your pre-order so that when the launch actually happens, they can try and snag you one, or just make sure you're there June 1st when it launches, because I have a feeling that this one might be pretty popular. So, and it's so pretty too. It just puts you in a good mood. It's like all the fun colors. That alone is just, love it. But I definitely think I'm going to put a purple bulb in this one. All right, so that is Appealing Apple and Chromatic. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and my crazy antics as usual. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, and if you are new here, consider subscribing to see more hilarious videos and hang out with me here on my channel. All right, guys, have a great day, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.